My name is Estevan Oriol. I'm a photographer, director, and I live in Los Angeles, California. I grew up in Santa Monica. I was born at St. John's Hospital, so I grew up over there on the west side. And when I got old enough to move on my own, I moved to Hollywood and started doing construction, working in the club business. And that led to my job with House of Pain in Cypress Hill, tour managing both of those groups for 13 years. I did House of Pain for 3 years, 92, 93, 94, and then I did Cypress Hill from 94 to 2005. And within those years, I started taking photographs, and my dad gave me a camera, a spare camera he had, and I just started taking pictures of stuff that I was around, which was touring with the bands. And then when I came home, I was really into lowriding, so I did a lot of photography of lowriding and that whole culture, and that's how I got to where I am today. I grew up listening to like soul and classic rock groups like Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, the Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and then the old soul and groups like Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Earth, Wind and Fire, like the standard stuff that was big, because I was born in '66, so I grew up hearing the '60s and '70s music, as it was coming out. So it wasn't like, classic then. It was just like that shit was being played the first time on the radio. I listened to some new hip hop, like the French Montanas or the Drake, or the Jay-Z, all the same shit that everybody's listening to, because it's catchy. Artists that I got paychecks from was House of Pain, Cypress Hill, Candlebox, another group called Proper Grounds, and those were groups that I worked with tour managing. And then as far as doing photography or directing videos, I've done about maybe 100 different artists within let's say hip hop and rock, punk rock based groups. They're probably the biggest ever was Blink 182 and Cypress Hill and Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. But yeah, there's been so many, it's like I sit here and just read a list, or bore you with all the names. See all these? These are all magazines that I've shot for. And there's no way to remember all this shit. So luckily I kept copies of it all, and I'd even mark the pages, so I'd know exactly where my shoot was, because there's no way I could remember all that shit. It's impossible. I just like music, period. Like I stood on stage and heard House of Pain do every single show. So every time Jump Around was played live, I was there. So I've heard that song like hundreds and hundreds of times. The same with Cypress Hill. I was with them on the road for 10 years. So I've seen them perform like those songs like maybe thousands of times, and I never got sick of it. Music took me around the world. I've been to probably about 55 countries, and I'd say 45 of those were because of music. So music's definitely influenced my life, and it is my life, paid my bills and bought me a house, and made it so I get to do things that I want to do. Gave me a little bit of taste of that, what it's like to live better. I'm pretty much around music every day, all day.